Pero Bo Nix is special.
That's right. He is special. And so are you for watching us. We appreciate it. Altitude Football, Coacher, Sanford, DMac, free agency, day, dose.
You know what's great? Darren.
Yeah. Yes.
You want to know what the going rate is for a bilingual running back in the National Football League?
$8 million for 1 year.
It is a
Can make more, though.
It's a 100% increase in price. It is so the market probably said 4 million.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, man, you're bilingual. We're going to pay you double.
I got some skinny on this. So apparently, from what I was told, and if you were told differently, fine. And if I was told nothing. So if I was being fed a load of hooey, well, so be it. But here's what I was told. First of all, the Broncos drew a line at $8 million for ATN. Okay. Talk about not understanding the market, if that's true.
I thought ATN was going to get up to like 15.
Yeah, it's hard. It's almost hard to believe that the Broncos coaches and management could be that naive, but all right, fine. Here's the kick in the here's where they got McCard. They wanted Dobbins at 5. There was another team. Like somebody else came in for the Dauber. And that's what got it to 8, guaranteed. Couple million.
I'd love to know who that is. That would be fascinating.
Too. I'm not sure, but that's the way it goes.
We'll find out. We might find out someday.
So the irony is they wanted to go way lower. Instead for ATN, I mean, it's lower, but it's not like way lower. I guess it's less of a commitment because Dobbins is really just a 1 year, $8 million deal.
Right.
There's nothing on the books. There's no dead money. There's nothing. If they want to, there's a team option just to rinse and repeat and do it the next year, but none of that money's guaranteed. Yeah. So I know J.K. Dobbins is going on, he's got some rabbit ears, brother. And he's going on social media, getting after people, including our own Tyler Columbus, where they had this fun back and forth. Tyler, laying it down, saying we needed upgrades at wide receiver, tight end, and running back, and they didn't do it.
Mount Columbus.
Yeah, Mount Columbus letting it roar.
It's tall, but Mount Columbus is all 6'8.5" of them.
And LOL, go check the numbers and tell us how many running backs are better. Well, that's kind compared to some of the responses that J.K. Dobbins was all about, because he was going after just like fans, telling fans to basically F off, which was a bold move.
Yeah, I saw this one at 9:18 a.m. this morning, screenshotted from Respect My Cause. Michael with an Italian flag. Typically, Michael at Respect My Cause is a pretty good stirrer of the pot. And J.K. Dobbins immediately says, "Go be a fan for a different team, lame ass dude, and don't try to turn back around when I shut the fluke injury shit up this year." Thumbs down, J.K. Dobbins. Thumbs down. Yep, he's fluent in Spanish.
Well, if you get injured every year,
X replies as well.
If you get injured every year, is it fluky?
I don't. Man, we went back and looked at Raj and I broke down how many games that were missed each year from 2020 on by J.K. Dobbins. And like, we're rooting for J.K. Dobbins. I love J.K. Dobbins. He's a great player. But like, the best indicator of future events is always past events, right? I mean, especially in sport. Yeah. And you don't typically get more healthy at running back the longer your career goes. Like, it just doesn't make a lot of sense. And what we found, DMac, is it was roughly 101 total regular season games that J.K. Dobbins could have played in. He played in essentially 48 of them.
Well, I'm reading Mike Kliss's, and it's let me just read it, okay? Obviously, Dobbins hasn't been durable as ATN. After playing in 15 games and rushing for 805 yards and 9 touchdowns for the Ravens. So after that, he has only played in 32 out of a possible 84 games. After he played a lot, after that rookie year, it's been 32 and 84 games, which is 38% of his regular season games. So I see what you're saying. If we added those 15 in, we get to where your number was too. So it's a slightly higher percentage, obviously. So yeah, fluky. But there you go, J.K. Dobbins.
Yep.
So the irony is Rico Dowdle goes to the Steelers for like 2 years, 12.5 or something.
And he's a durable back. He's a durable back that's gone for over 1,000 in back-to-back years.
Rico Dowdle, more durable, better numbers because he's available, is actually cheaper, ironically, than J.K. Dobbins. How do you like them apples?
I mean, you're betting in whoever the team is that bid, I guess, for J.K. Dobbins services with the Denver Broncos is essentially both teams were betting on he is a top 5 running back in the National Football League with a huge caveat when healthy, right? That's the big one. But the problem is when you're paying $8 million. I mean, we went through the numbers today. $8 million puts you as a top 13 back in the National Football League in terms of compensation.
I couldn't believe it.
And that's so you're not just a starter. You're not paying J.K. Dobbins as starter money plus starter money, right? Because the line of demarcation between middle of the road and is 16, right? And he's on the plus side in terms of compensation for that. And
so here's a guy. Man.
It's a big risk.
Hey, the Broncos wanted to get him at 5. They have to go to 8. What a day for J.K. Dobbins.
Great.
And the Broncos were rolling the dice that because they didn't fire away at Algier or Gainwell or Dowdle, right? They were just like, well, we'll be good at 5 for Dobbins. And then it's like zing zang. That went sideways. And now you got nobody to dance with. So now you're, the gun's to your head a little bit. So now you got to go above where you wanted to go.
Yeah.
And Dobbins should be thrilled.
He got a big old chip on his shoulder. I'll tell you that, at least for the fan base and the media types.
But what's he doing? You're scrolling Twitter on the day that you cashed in. Why?
Because he cares about people's opinions. That's why.
Why?
Because he does. Because it's human nature, man. You'd be shocked. I mean, why do you?
I would be shocked.
Let me ask you this. DMac, how much does Sean Payton make annually? About 20 million?
18 to 20, something like that.
Right. Does he ever have any idea of what we're saying on our shows or what's being said on other shows or
all the time?
What's being said on Instagram? You know why? It's because he cares about what people think. And that's the human condition, man. It's human nature. It's something that you have to have. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you know what I found fascinating?
I don't know what to say.
Bronco country exploded last night, right? Yeah. And kind of not for the right reasons. And a lot of people, including myself and yourself, we've been talking a long time about what could be done, A, in free agency, and B, with pick 30. And we were hoping that for the first time in a while, the Denver Broncos were going to go out and get an elite skill player on the offensive side of the ball because, frankly, it hasn't happened in a long time outside of Bo Nix. But to build for Bo Nix, and I'm talking about a real skill player, a receiver, running back, or tight end that's a pass catcher that can turn average into exceptional. And that's what you do not have. You do not have a player that can turn an average play into an exceptional play. Right. And that continues to persist. That's still something that the Broncos are struggling with. Now, this was a 14-win team. And their culture, I think, is actually better than any superstar they have on this team. I brought this up with Raj today on Morning Sprint. Can you name a player that maybe some random kid in the middle, let's just say in the middle of what's a state that doesn't have a professional football team? Let's say in the middle of
Arkansas.
Is there any kid in the middle of the state of Arkansas is like, I'm going to pick out, I want to have that guy's jersey on the Denver Broncos? There isn't
on the Denver Broncos?
There's not that guy. There's nobody that is a bona fide, game-changing personality, massive personality that kids idolize nationally. Now, of course, here locally, everybody loves Bo Nix. Everybody loves Cortland Sutton. Everybody loves Pat Surtain II. But nationally, you don't really feel that. But it's almost like the sum of the parts and what the Broncos brass are banking on, the sum of the parts and the leader, Sean Payton, is greater than any one superstar. And that's what the Broncos are going to continue to run it back with. This is going to be a team that's devoid of a legitimate, bona fide alpha superstar for 3 consecutive years. And really, the last time there was one, kind of Russell Wilson, although at times he carried himself like a beta. I thought he wasn't an alpha at all times. He was a little petty, a little catty, a little in his feelings, a little bit cognizant of what people's opinions were. You don't have an A.J. Brown on this roster. You don't have Pac-Man Jones. You don't have, think about Denver Broncos of years past. Who would you say are some of the biggest superstars in Broncos history?
Oh, well, John Elway, Shannon Sharp.
Elway's an alpha. I mean, Elway.
Sure.
I mean, he was a guy that commanded. I'd say he was a little bit different, a little bit even more so than I don't know.
I can just go through Hall of Famers. Von Miller's one of them. I mean, Demaryius Thomas was interesting because he wasn't really an alpha.
Fairly subdued, right? Fairly subdued, very serious.
Emmanuel Sanders was very out there.
The biggest one ever, Shannon Sharp.
And Shannon, yeah, of course.
Shannon Sharp is the biggest personality probably the city has seen as a professional sports athlete.
Wow, maybe.
TD was a great ambassador, right? I mean,
he was
such a good ambassador. He turned into a Rambassador at CSU.
We have some other news today for the Broncos. They're going to designate Dre Greenlaw as a post-June 1st release, meaning they will actually save a couple of more $1 million. So that'll save them $8 million rather than $6 million. So they'll wait a little bit till he officially goes, but he will go. And they let go. PJ Locke decides I got a better chance with the Cowboys as a starter, and I get to go home to Texas as he was a
good for him.
Longhorn.
Good for him.
1 year, $5 million deal. Really not that big of a deal, though. I mean, certainly you could have kept him if you wanted to.
They're banking on Devin Key, and I like the decision.
Okay.
Selfishly, I was a part of Devin Key's collegiate career at Western Kentucky, and I think he's been fantastic.
Do you think they're back? I mean, Key is a unbelievable special teams player.
He filled in admirably. Like he had some significant plays down the stretch against the Bills when they were in their dime package. Playing on defense. I mean, in Brandon Jones' absence, of course, PJ Locke took on a huge role. But you're banking on a couple players. I'm pretty sure. I'm like 90% sure that. Who's my JL Skinner? He's back.
Yeah, he's back. Yeah,
and then Devin Key is back.
This will not. Here's what will not surprise me, because right now we're in the premier. The Gucci is gone. That's gone. Okay, in free agency, we're now shopping in the discount aisle. In about 5 days, we're going to be in the dollar bin. I would not be surprised, Coacher, if we pick somebody up in the discount aisle over the next couple days for safety depth.
Yeah.
Also, Mel Kiper's mock of Emmanuel McNeil Warren, safety out of Toledo,
of course,
now comes into play a little bit.
Of course. All right.
Also, so does CJ Allen, who, in terms of a depth
heir apparent linebacker, off-ball linebacker.
I mean,
for sure.
It's looking better because Greenlaw is gone. Singleton is his age. Strnad is, for a journeyman, he's cashed in. Way to go, Justin Strnad. So right now, to me, the two leaders in the clubhouse for the Broncos to draft at 30 would be CJ Allen or Emmanuel McNeil Warren, which is bad news for me and you, because that's not who we want at 30.
It's not Eli Stowers. It's not a guy that is 4'5", 140 at 230 plus pounds, jumping 45.5-inch vert. That can be a red zone threat. Can be a versatile player because he's intelligent. He's a former quarterback. He gets big slot. He's what you probably hoped you were going to get in terms of physical attributes out of Evan Ingram, and you just haven't had a lot of proof of concept with Evan Ingram.
PJ Locke writes, Broncos country, for the past 7 years, you guys have made Denver feel like my home for my family and I. Things didn't work out business-wise. Okay. Wow, throwing that in there, huh? But just know you guys hold a very, very special place in my heart. I can't put into words. From the coaches, front office, friends, teammates, and all the other relationships that were built, it's hard moving on from that for sure. Trust me, we love you guys and wish the best of luck to everyone. wow, he threw in the didn't work out business wise, and see you later.
It's what it is, man. I think he wanted to stay. It's interesting. John Franklin Myers.
There's no
Locke.
way he was going to stay.
No,
My
you're right.
God,
no.
The days of me feeling bad for JFM are gone.
So really, at the end of the day, the post Russell Wilson dead cap money, that era that's gone, that money essentially went to J.K. Dobbins, Alex Singleton, and Adam Troutman.
Strnad too.
Strnad. That's about it, right? I mean, you're not.
I mean, little stuff. You threw $2 million at Ellinger. A lot of little stuff. You
Nate Atkins.
EFRAs like Tyler, like Bidet. Really little stuff like Bandy. It's a lot of like little stuff that the Broncos have taken. Listen, they like the team. I like the stock.
They won 14. They went to the AFC Championship game without Bo Nix and almost had a chance to win it.
I tell you, there is a little bit of a twist for Jarrett Stidham. I'll tell you what that might be in a second.
There's a world of flavor out there, and to find it, you have to take the journey. Journey Spice Company handcrafts the most premium spice and seasoning blends that have no sugar, no salt, are certified USDA organic, non-GMO, vegan-friendly, and always planet-friendly. You are going to love serving amazingly delicious creations while knowing you helped reduce single-use plastics. Make sure to search for Journey Spice Company on Amazon today.
Use this QR code and you can save yourself 10% when you go to Amazon.com. It is delicious. It is non-GMO. It's organic. And it goes on every single meal, whether you buy in singles, quads, doubles, dosos, whatever you need. It's Journey Spice for the win. It just makes all food taste better. Flavor in, plastic out. Thank you, Journey Spice. Thank you, Ann and Rosa. You guys are the absolute best. Okay.
One word on Journey Spice. One quick word on Journey Spice.
Sure. Of course.
Journey Spice is especial.
It's especial. It's especial. Yes, of course.
Especial.
We love a Journey Spice.
Pero Bo Nix is especial.
Oh, no. Perro. Journey Spice es especial.
Es especial. And I can get that back on. Okay. Interesting move by the Raiders, who, wow, did they spend money? Okay.
They had it to spend, man.
And they did.
They got their new head ball coach. They got the fresh-eyed, rosy-cheeked 19-year-old head coach Clint Kubiak, who's actually about my age. He just looks so damn ready to spend, ready to take
you realize that's
to the toy aisle at Target.
You realize that is Team Kubiak. Like, I bet you Gary's got a key card to get in the building. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Or he can do from afar or whatever. But they traded Geno Smith to the Jets. And that is wild because I don't know if Malik Willis was pretty terrible as a quarterback for the Titans. But as far as I can remember,
good at the Packers, man.
No, I got that. But I'm talking when he was with the Titans. Maybe topped only by how bad Geno Smith looked when he was a New York Jet.
So bad.
So bad. But he's carved out a great career for himself. And, hey, good for him. I never thought it would happen more than 2 or 3 years.
Tip the cap.
No doubt. Now, how does this impact the Broncos? Well, let me run it past you. Darren Muji is the GM, used to work under George Payton, probably has a good relationship with Stiddy. The rumors about Stiddy had to come from somewhere. I don't know if, the Broncos were generating those rumors or they were really true. Who knows? But now that Geno Smith is locked up there in New York, do you think that takes New York out of the Stiddy sweepstakes in terms of a trade partner?
Probably. I mean, the only thing I could see is there any world that exists where Tom Brady wants to recreate his own existence and not thrust Fernando Mendoza into immediate starting duty and therefore
and get Stiddy back?
Well, and have Stiddy because that was his guy. I mean, he was in the same room in New England with Stiddy as his backup, right?
Yeah, that
I mean, really, ultimately, maybe.
I think you're right. Yeah, I think you're right.
Think about it this way: like, would there be a thought process at all of, I don't know, like, I don't know. It makes no sense. They're going to draft Fernando Mendoza, and he's going to be their guy. And they're going to be nobody who's going to. They're going to start him from day one.
The Broncos wouldn't do it. The Broncos wouldn't do a deal with the Raiders, anyways. That wouldn't happen. Do you think Stiddy gets dealt or not?
I don't know. I think had we all said it, man. If he had shown up and performed and produced in a big spot in the AFC Championship game, boy, we'd be having a lot different conversation right now.
So where do you think all those rumors came about, teams being interested in Stiddy?
Probably from the Broncos.
You think
because
so?
It had a lot to do with if I'm not mistaken, that was a Diana Rossini rumor.
It was
Chase Daniel even may have floated that for a second. So I think there's you can typically tell where a lot of the sources have said birdies, the birdies that are just kind of chirping and just hovering around and giving some intel. So,
all right. Anything else catch your eye in free agency today?
Well, I mean, I think that the AFC West got better. Kansas City and Vegas. The team that I'm down on right now that I thought I'd be higher on is not surprising to Broncos fans of yesteryear is the Chargers. I know you hired Mike McDaniel. At some point that's going to get weird and contentious between Jim Harbaugh and McDaniel. But I don't really know the moves that the Chargers have made to make them all that more competitive. Who has the worst running back group in the AFC West, the Chargers, the Broncos right now? Because clearly Kansas City and the Raiders are better.
Do you think Marion Hampton's better than RJ Harvey?
Well, he hasn't proven much. I mean, we went back and looked at the numbers.
Not really.
He hasn't proven a ton. And high volume offense of running the football also didn't stay healthy. So not a great start for Marion Hampton.
No.
So just AFC West. I think that the thing that sucks about what happened in the last 24 hours, a little beyond, like a little bit more than that, I think we're up to like 30, 32 hours, is I think if the Chiefs hadn't signed Kenneth Walker, I think you wouldn't feel as bad about standing pat.
Yeah.
It's because you know that in the AFC West, as long as Patrick Mahomes is there, as long as Andy Reid's there, gosh, it feels like you have to continue to find ways to stay ahead of the 8-ball.
Yeah.
I don't know that the Broncos really did that.
Yeah, you know what I realized? I only wanted one guy.
Yeah, it was Travis Etienne.
It was Travis Etienne.
Yep.
And I think about I didn't care about Alec Pierce. I didn't think about Mike Evans.
Did nothing for me.
By the way, Romeo Doubs going to the Patriots, a 4-year deal up to $80 million. We looked at the numbers between Troy Franklin and Doubs, and they were identical. And it was like, oh wow, is
Doubs is a little bit of an inconsistent catcher of the football.
So
and
I'm
also
not,
has had some concussion history. So
yeah, so
I didn't want to touch that with a 10-foot pole.
Okay, me too. I'm good.
Real quick,
I would have been happier with Rico Dowdle than J.K. Dobbins only because of the injury history,
health, and production, consistent production.
Yeah,
I mean over a 2-year basis, but that's recent consistent production.
The fact that you could have got him cheaper over 2 years. I mean, and we'll see. All right. What does J.K. Dobbins have to do for you to justify that salary?
I said 15 games in the regular season and fully healthy and available in the postseason.
Okay.
That's it.
What 15 about numbers, yards per.
Here's the deal. I mean, I would tell you this. If J.K. Dobbins has 15 healthy games and games started, he's going to be a 1,200 plus yard back. He is. Just look at the numbers this year. He averaged 5 yards a carry. What he end up with just around 700 yards over the course of 10 games.
Yeah.
Add 7 games to that. The dude's going to go for 12 to 1,400 yards. So if he's available for 15, and you know what? I hope his little piss and vinegar towards media types and fan members of this fan base via Twitter and tweeting, tweet reply and all that. Dude, I hope it materializes in him having the best offseason of his career to quit his body to go be the guy. And if that's the case, dude, we'll all be on board, man. I don't think that nobody here is trying to, say, stick out the tongue at J.K. Dobbins and put the antler ears up and say, neener. I mean, that's not what you're doing.
No.
You're just going off of 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. And postseason, you've been available for 3 out of the possible 6 postseasons that the teams that you've been on have qualified for. In regular season games, you've essentially been there for 47% of those regular season games. And then after his rookie year,
38%.
38%. Yeah. So it's not, nobody's making anything up here, man. Nobody's coming after your head, brother. You're the one who got paid. What you're asking for is 80 yards per game, by the way. 80 yards per game on the ground. Yep. 80 yards per game. J.K. Dobbins is the bell cow that can do it.
80 yards per game. Boy, that doesn't feel like that much, does it?
The NFL, man, it's
I don't know.
In the NFL, it's a lot, man. It's hard.
I guess. Yeah, I guess. All right. Another note here before we say hasta la vista. Sean Payton is participating because who can have enough money in the LA's BNMO Stadium Fanatics Flag Football Classic. This is Josh Harris who owns Fanatics, right? The billionaire guy. Yeah. The money
is that the Washington? Is it the Commanders?
Yeah. Yep. He's the Commanders. But and he's from the Fanatics. The player lineup. You ready for this?
Give it to me.
Tom Brady, Jalen Hurts, Rob Gronkowski, who said if he saw Logan Paul, he'd beat him up. That's fun. Saquon Barkley, Odell Beckham Jr., Devontae Adams, Alvin Kamara. You want Alvin Kamara, by the way? Maybe I'll pause here.
I think that might happen.
5th round pick, or
I don't think you're gonna have to give up all that much, man. I think Mickey Loomis.
You got 3 7th round picks this year. You do not have a 6th round pick, ironically, but you have 3 7s.
Saints might do it for 2 7s.
Well, you got them. You got 9 picks. You got 3 7s. You don't have a 6.
Give up 2 7s. Give up your last 2 valued 7s.
They literally right now, the Broncos have the last 2 picks in the draft. They have Mr. Irrelevant.
Don't give up Mr. Irrelevant. I need that in my life.
Do you know the Broncos have a past Mr. Irrelevant? Did you know that?
On their team currently?
No, he actually, it's kind of an epic way that he had a departure with the Broncos. A little hint here. So it's a high profile guy who was picked as a favor and had an epic flame out with the Broncos, and he was a Mr. Irrelevant. Who was he?
Don't know.
All those clues, really?
Yeah, man, you got to remember, this is definitely preceding me in Denver.
I know, but this is somebody you would know. And okay.
Give me a collegiate hint.
A JUCO superstar who went on to the SEC. Think what was that football show following the
Last Chance U?
Yeah, think Last Chance U first season.
Huh. So it's
a bit of a tricky hint there, but it checks out. Last Chance U first season.
I don't know, man.
Who was the team?
It was Independence Junior College.
No, it was not.
What?
It was not. That was in year 3.
Oh, wow.
Like a Mississippi school.
Mississippi, what was that? Yes.
The quarterback, so in the first year of Last Chance U, they had won a national championship, and they picked up following after that. The quarterback of the national championship team was Chad Kelly.
Oh, gosh, yes. His
departure from the Broncos came after a Halloween party that Von Miller had at the Gothic Theater, where Chad Kelly stumbled out on something, found himself in a house.
It was not his, nor somebody he knew.
And was beaten over the head with a vacuum tube to get.
Was he not sleeping on somebody's couch?
He was passed out on a couch in somebody's house, and he was throttled in the head by a vacuum tube of the homeowner to get him the hell out of there. It caused an emergency meeting for the Broncos where they needed to dispatch him. And he was taken as a favor by John Elway to Jim Kelly, as it was Jim Kelly's nephew. So that's the story of Chad Kelly.
Now a very fine Toronto Argonaut. Go Argos.
Has had a great CFL career.
Great CFL career.
Great
In fact,
CFL career.
Ironically, his head coach at Toronto was my teammate at Boise State, quarterback Ryan Dinwiddie.
Nice.
Ended up becoming, you want to hear about the ultimate irony? Ryan
go.
Dinwiddie, who is unbelievably talented, a good dude, but had a little Chad Kelly in him. When he was starting quarterback at Boise State, this did not make national news because our program was not on the national landscape back then. Back in like 2001 or 2002, Ryan Dinwiddie fell asleep at an intersection and his car was rolling into the intersection.
Oh my God.
And a cop saw it, came up to him and like had to run and go do like, hey, wake up. And
Wow.
he was incapacitated and he's doing well now. So
by the way, Chad Kelly went to Ole Miss or Mississippi State. I think it's Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
Which is ironically where my daughter wants to go to college now. What are we doing?
Wow.
What are we doing? That is the good Lord's. That's the good Lord's penance to me for making fun of the southern part of the United States of America.
Oh yeah, that's like, well, she ain't going anywhere in Kentucky.
Tell you that.
I tell you that.
Good thing Mississippi does not border Kentucky. Now, people from we're going to bite my tongue there. We're going to stop.
Yeah,
right
why don't
there.
you?
We're going to stop while I'm way behind. We're great. We're doing really well.
Ole Miss is a wonderful school.
Very, very fine people in Kentucky. Very fine people. Love the South. The South has been really good to me.
Right. Let's not overcompensate. I'll give you another fun trivia question. So Chad Kelly and Ole Miss faced Paxton Lynch at Memphis, and guess who won that game?
Paxton Lynch did.
Paxton Lynch won that game.
But I'll tell you what, he is a Colorado Spartan if I've ever seen one.
He is a stud.
He is a Spartan stud.
In the 60-yard game or whatever the length of arena football is. 60, is it 70? I don't know. Whatever it is.
DMac, are we going to have a little trip down to Broadmoor? Is that what it is? Is it the Broadmoor?
Oh, dude, let's
the Broadmoor World Event Center, baby, to watch some P. Lynch, baby. Let's go.
Anyways, Sean Payton is coaching some stupid flag football team, and I think all those people are going over to Dubai as well. So there you go, Sean Payton. Good luck on March 21st doing that.
But while you're out in Dubai, can you get our oil prices down a little bit, buddy? Can you get our gas prices under $3.97 or whatever the hell they're at right now?
Hey, Coacher, I'm gonna keep riding my bike.
Good for you, buddy. Good
Don't
for
have
you.
a choice. All right, homeboy. Good chat. Listen, I know it's not the most exciting thing in the world. We'll follow what they have. Don't forget tomorrow night, myself and Rachel with Cocktail Hour, Chad Brown and myself on Thursdays, and Coacher and I on Sunday nights talking about all of it. And you can follow us on social media and catch us from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Yeah, we'll throw it all together, right? It's Altitude Sports Radio 92.5. Coacher, have a great night. Go Avs! We got your boy Raj with spring late.
Yeah, and happy birthday, Brent Burns, 41 years old today.
Wow. Okay. All right. Excellent. Brett Burns.
Good.
Good.
Cheers.
We'll see everybody.
Even though that hurts going down, you can't spit it out. You have to swallow it. That's the truth.